Good morning. This is X-Pulse AI Morning Mix. It's Monday, June 1st, 2026. Today, Anthropic's massive funding round, Nvidia's new PC chip for local AI agents, Washington tightening the screws on advanced chip exports, and Microsoft's AI revenue scale-up. I've got Orion with me, ready to jump in?
Ready. Let's do it.
We start big. Economic Times reported on May 30th that Anthropic raised $65 billion, Series H, at a roughly $965 billion post-money valuation. What's the headline here, Orion?
Scale and signaling. That $65 billion implies enormous commitments for compute, enterprise rollout, and safety research. The reported valuation, about $965 billion, also reframes who the market thinks is number one among private AI labs, at least on paper.
Do we know who's in the round and where the money goes first?
Reports cite strategic and hyperscaler participation. Amazon is mentioned among partners. Use of proceeds is framed around more compute capacity, accelerating enterprise deployments, and deeper interpretability and safety work. In plain terms, buy chips, build infrastructure, and ship product without blinking.
$65 billion is not a we'll see how Q2 goes number.
Exactly. It's a declaration that the bottleneck is infrastructure and distribution, not just model quality. When funding reaches this scale, the competitive edge becomes supply chains, partnerships, and the ability to turn model access into durable enterprise workflows.
On the hardware side, Reuters reported today, June 1st, that Nvidia unveiled RTX Spark, a PC chip aimed at running AI agents locally on laptops and desktops, shipping this fall. What's Nvidia trying to change?
They're trying to move agent workloads from the cloud to the device. More private, more responsive, and potentially cheaper at scale. Jensen Huang pitched it as reinventing the PC for the AI era, and Reuters notes it's developed in collaboration with Microsoft.
For listeners, what does local agents actually unlock day to day?
Think assistants that can reason over your files, drafts, and workflows without constantly calling a server, offline or low latency, and with better data control. It also changes app design. Software can bundle an agent that runs on device while only escalating to cloud models when needed.
Does this threaten cloud inference or just reshape it?
More reshape. The cloud still wins for giant models and heavy workloads, but the default interaction could shift. Quick, personal tasks happen locally. Bigger jobs burst to the cloud. The funny part is we're about to benchmark laptops like they're tiny data centers.
Staying with chips, Reuters reported on May 31st that the U.S. Commerce Department issued guidance to block a pathway that could allow advanced AI chips, including Nvidia's top Blackwell processors, to reach subsidiaries of Chinese firms outside China. What changed?
Commerce is tightening enforcement by clarifying that subsidiaries and related entities can't be used as an end run. Reuters notes it also removes an exemption that reduced due diligence obligations for foundries like TSMC. So, more checks, fewer loopholes, and higher compliance friction.
What's the practical effect on the ecosystem, chip makers, foundries, and buyers?
Foundries and distributors will need stronger know-your-customer processes and clearer end-use documentation. For buyers, especially globally distributed conglomerates, procurement becomes slower and riskier. And for U.S. policy, it's a reminder that export controls are a cat-and-mouse game.
Does this materially change China's access or mostly raise the cost of access?
Both, depending on how aggressively it's enforced. It can block legitimate-seeming channels and push more activity into gray markets. But the biggest near-term impact is uncertainty. Companies delay orders when the rules get reinterpreted midstream.
Microsoft News. Yahoo Finance reported on May 31st that Microsoft disclosed an AI business run rate of about $37 billion in annual revenue and announced a deepened partnership with EY. What stands out?
The $37 billion run rate is the headline. Microsoft is showing enterprise AI isn't just hype, it's a scaled revenue line. Pairing that with EY signals a platform strategy, Azure plus Copilot, packaged into governed, secure, industry-ready solutions that big clients can actually roll out.
How does the EY alliance change adoption beyond press release energy?
Systems integrators translate platform capabilities into deployments, policy, security, data controls, workflow redesign. When a firm like EY standardizes on Azure and Copilot patterns, it creates repeatable playbooks. That's how pilot projects become, this is how we work now.
And a $37 billion run rate, that's not pocket change.
Right. It implies Microsoft can keep investing through cycles, compute, models, and tooling, while competitors still have to justify burn. In enterprise software, distribution plus trust often beats novelty.
On regulation, Tech Times reported on May 31st that the U.S. Department of Justice challenged and blocked Colorado's earlier AI law in a federal preemption fight. Colorado then passed a narrower replacement, SB 26-189, signed May 14th. What's the real story?
It's a power struggle over who sets AI rules. States experimenting versus federal authority asserting a single framework. The block signals that some state-level AI governance may get litigated into limbo, which is rough for businesses trying to build compliance programs that won't be obsolete in 6 months.
So if you're deploying automated decision systems, what should you watch for?
Expect more churn, narrower laws focused on automated decision-making, more emphasis on documentation and risk management, and continued uncertainty until courts or Congress clarify boundaries. Practically, teams should build flexible governance, auditable processes that can map to multiple regimes.
Let's hit a few quick hitters across products, business, and adoption. What's worth knowing today?
CNBC reported May 30th that Meta is pushing new Meta AI subscription plans to diversify beyond ads. Also, Analytics Insight reported May 31st that Google is rolling out Gemini Spark for AI Ultra users in the US, aimed at multi-step task automation across apps and websites.
Funding and operations. Anything that should make finance teams sit up straighter?
Winbuzzer reported May 30th that Cognition AI raised over $1 billion at about a $26 billion valuation, with coding agent Devon nearing $492 million in reported revenue. And Times of India reported May 31st, a startup racked up a $500 million monthly AI bill after leaving usage limits off. Budget guardrails are not optional.
Content fights in the human side. What's moving there?
Tech Times reported May 31st that CNN sued Perplexity AI over alleged scraping of about 17,000 news items. On talent, Times of India reported today, June 1st, that DeepMind CEO Demis Hassabis encouraged laid-off engineers to join Google and DeepMind, and AI hiring is still on signal.
And adoption, where is AI actually spreading and what's blocking it?
Fortune reported today, June 1st, a Citi-backed study says AI use among single-family offices rose to 22% from 13%, with privacy called non-negotiable. ITIJ reported May 31st, insurers are accelerating AI but face structural and regulatory constraints. The Straits Times reported May 31st, Singapore healthcare barriers are mostly human factors: workflow, trust, change management.
That's XPulse AI Morning Mix from XPulse for Monday, June 1st, 2026. Share it with someone who'd find it useful. See you next time.